the second attempt. We want to bring you our Thursday announcements that we usually have been bringing to you. I told you every Thursday we would let you know what the church would be doing the coming Sunday. Of course, those things have changed as the circumstances have rapidly changed for our community and certainly for our state and for our nation. We told you that we would cancel all Sunday night and Wednesday night activities at least until Easter, and then Sunday decision would be made every week by Thursday, yesterday. Unfortunately, as you know, things have had to change. And so I want to tell you today that the deacons met last night, as well as some other committees have been meeting, and we've determined that we're going to cancel all on-campus activities until the end of April. So you'll have no Sunday night, no Wednesday night, no Sunday morning, or any other activities at First Baptist Union until at least the end of April. I want to remind you, though, that we're going to continue to offer you those 3 resources on Wednesday, which is a children's devotional, a student devotional, and our live stream of 7 o'clock guided prayer time. On Sundays, we're going to offer you those 3 resources: a Sunday school lesson, a live-streamed worship service at 10 a.m., and there's also a family time that we've called Gather resource that's on our website. On the Resources tab, you can see the Gather worship there. So click that and you can see how to go and join with your family in worship services. I do want to tell you that there are some things that, decisions that have been made by our church leadership that we're going to be communicating to you through the outreach. Next week sometime we'll mail you an outreach, and inside of that outreach there'll be a lot of information that you want to make sure and read over, and it'll be encouraging to you. You'll be glad to hear all the good things that's still going on in our church, even though we're not able to be together in the presence of one another. I know that you guys miss being here. You're telling me that. I know you're continuing to communicate with each other. I know that you're texting each other. Sunday school classes are Zoom meeting with one another, and that is absolutely amazing. Don't lose touch with your faith family. I do want to encourage you to continue to give. I do want to encourage you to use fbcunion.net in the giving tab. I want to encourage you to mail your offerings to P.O. Box 129. I want to encourage you also to continue to grow in your faith. Of course, as we have been doing every week for years now, we want to remind you that you have a daily Bible reading. This week, we read from Romans 6 to Romans 10, And so next week, we'll read the latter part of Romans 14 through 16. So I want to encourage you to go back to that reading plan. Finish the book of Romans this week, and then next week we'll start in Exodus. So continue to grow in your faith, continue to grow in your walk with Christ, and let's use this time, take advantage of this time to grow in your personal spiritual discipleship and discipline. Now we know this new shelter in place has changed things for us, and so there are going to be even more changes that we're going to have to make as we move forward. We're going to continue to communicate those to you as clearly as we can. Be encouraged. I want you to be reminded that Easter is coming. The resurrection is before us. There are great things to be celebrated this season, even though we're not going to be able to meet together. Again, thank you so much for joining into this announcement. Share it so other church members can see it as well, and continue to love on one another and our community in the midst of this difficult time.